Hi everybody, it is time for Simple Counsel. And on today's session, we are going to be talking about how to protect your peace in 2025. Guys, the wheel of 2025 is spinning already and there is no stopping it. Some of us are already catching a glimpse of what the year is going to be like. Some of us are already getting a feel of what this year is going to be about. I mean, different stories for different places. So this topic feels rather a little urgent than ever before. So we're going to be talking about how you're going to protect your peace this year, whether it's protecting your peace in your workplace, in your family, in your relationship. This is an important topic, so stay tuned in. I'm pretty sure we've all have heard something along the line of protect your peace, prioritize your peace. But what does peace really mean? Simply put, peace is a state of tranquility. It is a psychological, emotional state of calmness that is felt within oneself. So when you personify peace, what does that look like? Peace is feeling at ease with yourself, with other people, and the world around you. When you personify peace, it feels like being fully present and comfortable in your own skin. Peace, when personified, is being less impacted or being anxious and worrying and stressing over things that you do not have control over. A lot of things are already happening that we cannot control. A lot of things are going to happen in relationships that we did not even anticipate or prepare for. A lot of things is going to happen in our workplace that we did not bargain for. So how do we protect our inner state of mind? How do we ensure that we maintain that calmness, we maintain that tranquility within ourselves this year moving forward? So the first thing you will need to do to protect your peace is to first identify those things that have potential to disrupt your peace. Let me tell you, it is almost impossible to find solutions to problems that seems to linger or problems that you have no control over if you do not take the time to identify the root cause of that problem. In the matter of you prioritizing your peace and protecting your peace, it is imperative that you understand the disruptors around you. Is it the negative relationship you are in? Is it toxic environment, whether at workplace or family? Is it you overcommitting to things and not having boundaries? Is it you being too engaged in social media and getting caught in the trap of comparing yourself to other people? Is it constant exposure to negative news, drama, all sorts of things that are not healthy for you that you and only you can identify? So once you have identified all of the areas that could potentially disrupt your peace, set boundaries. I understand why the concept of setting boundaries is so widely discussed. That's because the whole idea of setting clear boundaries seems to be a viable solution to a lot of mental and emotional issues. So when it comes to protecting and prioritizing your peace, it is very imperative that you set clear boundaries in all aspects of your life, whether it's your work, whether it's relationship, whether it's boundaries towards your personal time, and communicate these boundaries effectively and enforce them. Don't be afraid to enforce them and maintain a sense of control over your boundaries. Because sometimes people will just if you don't take your boundaries serious, people will not take it serious. If you don't enforce it with passion, people will not care to stick to it and they will break it and they will find a way to intrude. Set clear boundaries that count towards your peace of mind. If you are the type of person that goes above and beyond and put yourself last and do everybody's work, and even when you go home, you still attend to after hours email, you pick up after hours call, and then you give yourself this stress and you get anxious when you're going into work because you know you're going in there to overwork yourself. Save yourself all that stress and define work hours and stick to them. Avoid overcommitting yourself to tasks and responsibilities that are not even yours. You can politely decline to stretch yourself thin. That is what setting boundaries look like. In your relationship, make it clear when you need personal time. Make it clear when you cannot stay on the phone for hours and hours. You can simply tell a friend or tell a family member, I need time to rest a little bit, or I'm sleeping, I'm resting, I will call you another time. It's that simple. Boundaries can be so simple sometimes that you don't have to overthink it to enforce it. And other people don't have to overthink it to abide to it. Boundaries are about self-respect and teaching other people how to treat you. So you must set these boundaries to free yourself from the stress and pressure that you've permitted other people to place on you, whether you know it or not. Because if you don't do this, you set your peace of mind up for disruption. The next thing would be practicing mindfulness. You see, mindfulness is a practice of intentionally focusing your attention on the present. It's about allowing yourself to experience what is happening around you, whether it is your thought, whether it's your emotion, your physical feelings, or the things around you, without allowing yourself to get caught up by the chaos around you, or even your past, or things that are going to happen in the future that you have no control over. Being mindful, you would learn to accept things that you cannot control. You will learn to live with things even though you are not comfortable with them, rather than trying to change those things or trying to avoid them. There are several benefits to mindfulness. It can help you reduce stress. See, for those people who engages in activities like meditation, exercise, deep breathing, they can tell you that the time they take to do these things allows them to really sit with themselves and be present in the moment. Mindfulness can help you regulate your emotions properly. It can strengthen your ability to respond to things more rationally and thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Another thing that you can do to protect your peace is to limit exposure to negativity. We are living in strange times. We all know that. So it is very important that you are mindful of the social media, the social circle, the environment that you expose yourself to. Limit exposure to negative situations, negative news, toxic relationship. Avoid conversations, especially in these times. Avoid conversations that can drain you, conversations that have potential to disturb your peace of mind. Whether it's online or in person, you have to actively remove yourself from situations that are just negative in nature and in appearance. These things can be emotionally and mentally exhausting. In terms of online, find social media platform that fits your value and follow those accounts that inspire you, accounts that properly educate you, that makes you happy. Unfollow and mute accounts that brings unnecessary drama, that stresses you out. There are some things that, especially on Facebook, some strange things pops up sometimes and you watch them and you're like, what is this? You automatically changes your mood and make you mad. Don't leave those feed there. Unfollow those accounts. They have options to say you don't want to see these things anymore. You click on those things and save yourself the trouble. You can also protect your peace by developing healthy coping mechanisms. You see, stress is inevitable, but how you handle stress makes all the difference. So identify healthy ways to cope with stress and challenges. If journaling is your thing, do it when you are stressed. It will help you calm down. If exercise is your thing, engage in exercising, especially when you are stressed. If creative expression like dancing or singing is what helps you relax, then do that. If talking to trusted friends or even therapy, or if you have hobbies like watching movies, going out with friends, or watching sport help you relax and find some level of fulfillment, do that. Instead of turning to unhealthy habits like drinking, smoking, binge eating, excessive retail therapy, find healthy outlet. Find healthy ways to relieve your stress. Find healthy things to do that count towards your peace of mind. Another important thing that you can do to protect your peace is to prioritize self-care and learn to say no. Self-care, I know, looks differently for different folks, and that's okay. And whatever that looks like for you, you have to ensure that you make your self-care time a non-negotiable priority. Whatever that is, it could be your good night's sleep that you cannot compromise. It could be your nap time during your break hours that you cannot compromise. It could be the time you spend with your loved ones. It could be your healthy eating habit. It could be activities that you do that bring you joy that you absolutely cannot compromise. Whatever that is, ensure that time, those moments are non-negotiable priorities. You must honor your priorities by learning to decline commitments and requests that do not align with your goals. Don't feel obligated to accept every request or invitation. You can politely decline. Saying no respectfully protects your time and your energy for the things that truly matters to you. You don't necessarily have to compromise all the time if it will take away from you, if it will disrupt your peace of mind. You can politely say no and everybody will be just fine. And lastly, seek meaningful connections. If you want to protect your peace, it is vital that you nurture supportive relationships with people who inspire you and uplift you. You must invest time in genuine connections that contribute positively to your well-being. Quality over quantity, my friends. You don't want to be surrounded by a whole bunch of people that have no substance and adds no value to your life. Align yourself with people who brings quality to your life. Find people who shares your values, people who support your growth, people who respect your boundaries. I cannot overemphasize that enough. Strengthen connections by having meaningful conversations with people. Avoid relationship with those people that only thrive on negativity, unnecessary competition, and just people who are just overly critical of other people. Those set of people can drain your energy and suck the peace out of you. So as you navigate through this year, be intentional about protecting your peace, protecting your space, protecting your mental health. I will challenge you this week. Commit to doing one thing that brings you calmness, whatever that looks like for you. Whether it's saying no to something or taking a break from something or someone or spending time doing activities that bring you joy. Remember, y'all, peace isn't something that you find. It is something that you create. So why not make 2025 the year that you fight fearlessly to protect your peace for your own self without apology to anybody? You owe yourself that much. Especially in this chaotic world where everything and a lot of things is going on, you owe yourself the luxury of calmness. And with that, I'll end this episode by saying we all deserve a peaceful life. So let's make 2025 the year that we experience peace in its fullness. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you're just seeing me for the first time, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye, y'all.